Ta-da!
Hello everybody. My name is Elmarie and I look after the Ashed division. And with me today to help me present is my trusty sidekick Bello, who's also our marketing manager. We've decided to put together our favorite film and TV tie-ins that are currently available to order from us. Most of them should be in store already, if not on their way to you. So without further ado, the first title I would like to chat about is Arthur the King. It's currently streaming on Amazon Prime and it stars Mark Wahlberg. And it's based on the incredible story of a Swedish adventure racer by the name of Mikael Lindnord, who participated in 2014, I think, in this incredibly grueling endurance race that takes place over a week, where a team of 4 participants have to cover various terrains, rivers, mountains, desert. It's extremely tough. And while they were in Ecuador the one day, taking a bit of a equipment check break, having something to eat, he noticed that there was this dog just very patiently sitting on the side of the road staring at him. He could tell the dog was obviously very scruffy, not in a good condition, obviously starving, but very quietly just sitting at them. And being Swedish, he had meatballs with him and he tossed him a meatball, and the dog slowly came over to him, and then the next day when they set off on the next stage of the race, refused to leave their side. He eventually became part of the official team. They dubbed him Arthur, and he completed the race with them, even though there was one stretch where the organizers wouldn't let Arthur join because it was going to be too dangerous. He refused to leave Mikhail's side, and it's just an incredible story of warmth, compassion, endurance, coming to terms with what you are capable of, and of course, the great love and loyalty that we so often receive from man's best friend. So that is my absolute favorite. The film obviously is a adaptation of the book. The book, they obviously deviate from the details quite a bit, with Mark Wahlberg being very clearly American. So they've changed the setting a bit, but overall they've stuck pretty true to the story. But if you want to obviously know more straight from Mikhail himself, then read the book first and then go and watch the film. A wonderful feel-good film for the entire family to enjoy.
Heart of the Hunter by Dion Mayer is currently available on Netflix, but it in fact started off as a book in the early 2000s. We meet a 6 foot 5 inch really big man called Tiny, who used to be a government assassin. He was trained by the KGB, the Stasi, and he has skills that would make Liam Neeson sit up and wince. And so we join this incredible rollicking ride of a thriller across Africa, because Tiny gets called back in from retirement and there is so much at stake. He's got 72 hours to solve the new case, or else many people's lives will be in danger. Hope you enjoy the book before you watch the movie.
Big Vape by Jamie Ducharme, currently streaming on Netflix. This is the non-fiction true story of the rise and fall of Juul, an e-cigarette company started by 2 young graduate students who were looking for a really effective way to quit smoking. This product initially worked quite well. It helped people get off of smoking regular cigarettes and onto vaping. What then happened, though, is that teenagers became obsessed with vaping as well. It became a very cool, trendy thing to do. These teenagers then found themselves in hospital, and soon we learned that vaping is actually just as dangerous, if not more so, than regular cigarettes. So then Juul gets sued and taken to court, and they go from being this company with about $40 billion at their height to now being worth about 5% of that. So this is the account of the rise and fall of Juul, written by a Time magazine reporter. Very much for fans of books like Bad Blood, Chip War, these sort of big exposés of big Silicon Valley startups and how they go terribly wrong.
Shogun by James Clavell is a 1975 historical novel. It is perhaps the best known of the books that would eventually come to be called the Asian Saga. It takes place in Japan during the Sengoku period. Those of you who are my age, though, might remember that long ago, Shogun was a TV film that featured Richard Chamberlain. And now for the younger generation, Disney Plus has a brand new series. It debuted a couple of weeks ago, but once again, I hope that you will read the book before you turn to Disney Plus. On the other hand, maybe it will inspire you to want to read more. The book is currently available with a beautiful new jacket, and I hope that you will enter this incredible world of John Blackthorne, the samurai, the warriors, the normal people in the street, and find out exactly what life would have been like a couple of centuries ago in Japan.
Capote's Women by Lawrence Lima, currently streaming on Disney Plus under the title Feud, Truman Capote versus the Swans. So after having written his big success in Cold Blood, Truman Capote entered a period of intense writer's block. At the same time, he was hanging out with some of New York's biggest, wealthiest socialites, a group of 6 women who all sort of confided in him and told them all of their darkest, deepest secrets. And he struck on an idea. He would use their stories to write his greatest book yet, Answered Prayers. This book would never be released though, because after he released a few sort of short chapters of it in Esquire magazine, his friends discovered that these stories were all about them, and they banished him from high society. So this book is the story of how that unfolded, how Truman Capote found success through his books Breakfast at Tiffany's, In Cold Blood, and then entered this period of glamour, hanging out with some of New York's richest and best, and then attempted to betray them all and found himself in hot water.
So, Candace Carty-Williams, Queenie, coming to your screens. I cannot wait. Look, Candace is coming to FLF, Franschhoek Literary Festival, which I'm extremely ecstatic about. And I actually can't wait, hopefully, to meet her. So fingers crossed for me. But Queenie is a story about a 25-year-old Jamaican girl who happens to just try and fit in. She's just trying to fit in with life and, make the best of her job at this local newspaper. But it is very difficult because, her colleagues are not making it very easy on her, and neither is her family. She then unfortunately breaks up with her boyfriend, and then life throws her for a 6 because she doesn't know how to get over this breakup. She's getting an earful from everyone around her on how she should handle this, but it's very difficult for her. And so she has to just take life into her own hands. But that's where trouble starts, because she just makes all these sort of terrible decisions. And it goes wrong for her until it does.
Imagine a story that unfolds over 2 decades, capturing the essence of love, life, and the passage of time in just one day each year. This is the magic of One Day by David Nichols. There is now a highly rated Netflix series adapted from the beloved novel, and One Day should stand as one of the romance genre's finest. Set against the backdrop of July 15th, 1988, we witness the serendipitous meeting of Emma and Dexter on the night of their graduation. Little do they know, this one day will shape their lives in ways they never imagined. As the years unfold, we are treated to snapshots of their evolving relationship, each July the 15th bringing new challenges and revelations. From squabbles to missed opportunities, laughter to tears, One Day beautifully navigates the highs and lows of love. But what truly sets the story apart is its exploration of the profound nature of love and life itself. Through Dex and M's journey, we learn that sometimes what we're searching for is right in front of us all along. One Day is boundlessly joyous and heartfelt, tapping into romantic tropes with warmth, wit, and occasional devastation. It's a rom-com at its finest, reminding us of the power of connection and the importance of cherishing each moment. Don't forget to keep your tissues handy.
Hey everyone, so season 3 of Bridgerton is starting on the 16th of May, and I, for one, am ecstatic about this. In season 3, we meet Penelope, who has done a complete sort of makeover for herself, hoping that she would land, her Prince Charming. She is on year number 3 on the ton, with no marriage prospects, but obviously she is holding out for one person, and that is Colin Bridgerton. Whether he will actually notice her is a big question, but I think what I enjoy about it is the fact that, you know, she stands up for herself and she literally just makes it known what it is that she wants. So fingers crossed that she manages to find true love in this season, and that she is removed from the market. So season 3, 16th of May, I can't wait.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be talking about Damsel, a timeless feminist fantasy adventure starring Angela Bassett and Millie Bobby Brown. We meet Elodie, who has never dreamed of a lovely palace or a handsome prince. All she ever wanted was for her family to survive the harsh winters of Enough. So when they received a offer to save the family, or to offer the family enough wealth to save enough in exchange for her hand in marriage, she accepts without hesitation. She is swept away to the glittering kingdom of Aurea. She is quickly enchanted by the beauty of its people and of its prince. But as she begins to settle in, she realizes that there are some cracks that's starting to show. Too late, she discovers that its wealth has been purchased at a heavy cost. Each harvest season, Aurea sacrifices its princess to the dragon powering its prosperity. And Elodie is next.